Hello everyone, you are welcome to today's class. We are still looking at mathematics paper, that's 2025 Basic Education Certificate Examination. For lesson 1 and 2, I've solved questions 1 to 40. This is the third lesson in mathematics, and for this lesson, we are going to complete everything in paper 1. Paper 1 has 60 questions. I've solved the first 40 questions. We'll be taking questions 41 to 60 and then we'll be done with paper 1. For those of you that have not watched lesson 1 and 2, please kindly, is there in my channel, look it up and practice before you take your exam. All right, let's go straight to the very first question for today, which is question 41. Which of the following is not a property of a parallelogram? A. It has one line of symmetry. B. Opposite angles are equal. C. Opposite sides are equal. D. Opposite sides are parallel. E. The diagonals bisect each other. Now for question 41. What do you think the right answer is? I'm going to help you out with it. The question says, which of the following is not a property? It has one line of symmetry is not a property. Okay, it's not true. Opposite angles are equal is true. Opposite sides are equal. Opposite sides are parallel. Diagonal bisect each other. Those are properties of a parallelogram. Now let's solve question 42. For question 42, I'm going to solve here. Ade walks from town A on a bearing of north 43 degree west to town B. What is the bearing of A from B? North 43 degree west means 43 degree west of north, which is the same as bearing 360 degrees. Okay, 360 degrees minus 43 degrees, which will give me 317 degrees. Okay, that's from A to B. Okay, we can also do it this way. From B to A, we just reverse the direction. The reverse bearing is always, okay, hold on. The reverse bearing is always, you have to subtract 180 degrees from 317 degrees. What will that give you? That's how we can get our final answer. 317 minus 180 degrees. This is 7. Borrow 1 from 3. 3 reduces to 2. Put the 1 here. 11 minus 8. What will they give you? That's 3. 2 minus 1 is 1. 137 degrees. That is the right answer, which is option C. Let's take the next question. Question 43. All right, question 43 says, find the value of y. Find the value of y. Okay, to get the value of y, I'm sure you know that angle on a straight line sum up to 180 degrees. So everything here must sum up to 180 degrees. So we can get the value of x first. To get the value of x, 74 degrees plus 35 degrees plus x must give you 180 degrees. Okay, so 74 plus 35, 5 plus 4 is 9, 7 plus 3 is 10, 109 degrees plus x will give you 180 degrees. To get the value of x, you move 109 to the right hand side. So x equal to, as 109 crosses the equal to sign, this equal to sign to meet 180, it changes to minus 109 degrees. So the value of x is equal to 180 minus 109 will give us 71 degrees. Now this is the value of x, not the value of y. But the question says find the value of y. Now x and y will give me an angle on a straight line. That's this. An angle on a straight line is 180. So I said x plus y is equal to 180 degrees. From what we've done, we know that x is 71 degrees. 71 degrees plus y degrees is equal to 180 degrees. Move 71 to the right hand side, y is equal to 180 degrees minus 71. Borrow 1 from 8. 8 reduces to 7. Put it here. 10 minus 1 is 9. 7 minus 7 is 0. Bring down 1. That's 109 degrees. The right answer is option E. I hope this is clear. Okay, so I'm going to clean this and make space for other questions. Question 44 says, which of the following E/R appropriate for the construction of angle 45 degrees? I. Bisecting of angle 75 degrees. Bisecting of angle 90 degrees. I. Bisection of angle 135 degrees. Which is the right options among A to D? The right answer is just I. Bisection of angle 90 degrees. We can get 45 degrees by bisecting 90 degrees because 90 divided by 2 is 45 degrees. So the correct option is B, I only. Take note of that. Okay, so let's look at question 45. Question 45 says, the bearing north 15 degrees west is equivalent to A, 15 degrees, B, 45 degrees, C, 135 degrees, D, 300 degrees, E, 345 degrees. All right. So let's draw our coordinates. Let's, we have the north, the east, south, and west. Look at northwest. If this is 15 degrees, they're asking you the bearing is equivalent to what? What is this distance from here to here? Complete rotation is 360 degrees. You just do 360 degrees minus 15 degrees. Your answer is 345 degrees, which is option E. Question 46 says, find the volume of a cone whose height is 14 centimeters and base radius is 3 centimeters. Cone is a pyramid. The formula for calculating volume of a cone is pi r square h. Pi r square h divided by 3. This is the formula for calculating volume of a cone. Given values, we know that the radius is 3 centimeters. We know that the height is 14 centimeters. And we are told to take pi as what? 22/7. Just input these values into the equation. So volume is pi, which is 22/7, times radius, which is 3 square, times height, which is 14. Now divide by what? By 3. 3/1. Now KCF means volume will give us 22/7 times 3 squared. 3 times 3 is 9 times 14. Keep this, change this division to times, and you flip these values. So we have 1 up, 3 down. Okay, so let's calculate 7 here 1. 7 into 14 is 2. 3 here 1. 3 into 9 is 3. 3 times 2 is 6. So 22 times 6 will give us our answer. 6 times 2 is 12. 2, put 1 here. 6 times 2, 12 plus 1, 13. Correct answer is option A, 132 centimeter cube. All right, let's look at question 46. Hold on. Question 46 says, a kite has the following properties except A. It has a diagonal which bisects a pair of opposite angles. B. It has two lines of symmetry. C. It has two pairs of equal and adjacent sides. D. Its diagonals are perpendicular to each other. E. One of its diagonals is a line of symmetry. All right, the correct answer among the options is B, because the instruction says it has the following properties except it has two lines of symmetry. No, only one line of symmetry is in a kite. So the right answer is B. Question 48. We are going to solve and I'm going to calculate it here. Calculate the height of a cuboid whose volume and base area are 1,800 centimeter cube and 120 centimeters square respectively. A. 10 centimeters. B. 12 centimeters. C. 15 centimeters. D. 18 centimeters. E. 24 centimeters. Volume of a cuboid is simply base area times height. Of course, because the base of a cuboid is a rectangle, that is why you always have volume as length times breadth times height. This length times breadth is the area of the base, which is a rectangle. In the question, whose volume, the volume has been given as 1,800 centimeter cube. Use it to replace this V, equal to, the base is 120 centimeter square. They just ask us to find H, the height. To get the height, you divide both sides by 120 centimeter square. Divide the side by 120 centimeter square. This cancels this. So height is equal to centimeter cube divided by centimeter square, you'll be left with centimeter. 0 cancels 0. 180 divided by 12. All right, that will give you 15. 15 what? 15 centimeters. So the right option is C. Let's take question 49. All right, question number 49. The area of a parallelogram is 20 centimeters square. If its base is 5 centimeters, find its height. The formula for calculating area of a parallelogram is simply base times height. The area A has been given as 20 centimeters square. The base is 5 centimeters. They want us to find the height. To get the height, you divide both sides by 5 centimeters. 5 centimeters cancels 5 centimeters. Centimeter into centimeter square is centimeters. 5 into 20 is 4. So the height is simply 4 centimeters, which is option A. All right, question 50 says, calculate the area of a triangle of sides 10 centimeters, 10 centimeters, and 16 centimeters. Since two of the sides are equal, then this is an isosceles triangle. Let's sketch it. An isosceles triangle. Two sides are equal. 10 centimeters, 10 centimeters, and the base side, this side is 16 centimeters. Area of a triangle is 1 over 2 times base times height. We know what the base is. The base is 16 centimeters, but we don't know the height. So let the perpendicular height, we don't work with slant height. So you are meant to find this height, all right? You can only get this height using Pythagoras theorem. So I'm going to cut out this part. If I do, I'm going to have this kind of right angle where the hypotenuse is 10 centimeters. Since I'm cutting out this part to this part, it will be half of the base. Since the base is 16 centimeters, then from this part will be 8 centimeters, all right? So let's find the height now. Using Pythagoras theorem, c squared is equal to a squared plus b squared. C is the hypotenuse, which is 10 centimeter. So 10 squared is equal to 8 squared plus b, which is the height. Replace b with height, h squared. So to get the value of h squared, or the height, h squared is equal to, move 8 squared to the left hand side to meet 10 squared, collect like terms. So 10 squared, which is 10 times 10, 100, will be minus 8 squared. As it crosses this equal to sign, we change to negative 8 squared. 8 squared is 8 times 8, which is 64. So h squared is equal to 100 minus 64, 36. To get the value of h, take the square root of both sides so that this square breaks the square root. The height is 6 centimeters. I have the height now. In the question, the base is 16. With this, I can find the area. Area is 1 over 2 times the base, which is 16, times the height, which is 6. 2 here 1, 2 into 6 is 8. Area, okay, let me not mix it up with this. Area is equal to 16 times 8. Sorry, hold on, there's a slight mistake. 6 divided by 2 is 3. Okay, let me take that part again. This is 2. The height is 6. 2 here 1, 2 into 6 is 3. So the area is simply 16 times 3. 3 times 6, 18. 8 carry 1. 3 times 1 is 3 plus 1, 4. The right answer is 48 centimeters square. I hope this is clear. Now let's go straight to question 51. All right, question 51. To solve question 51, I'm going to sketch this. Let this be the rectangle. Now, the question says if one side of a rectangle is 12 centimeters and the diagonal, let this be the diagonal. This diagonal is 20 centimeters. We know that one side is what, 12 centimeters. Determine the area of the rectangle. We also know that area of a rectangle is length times breadth. We know that one side is 12 centimeters. We need to get the other side before we can be able to use length times breadth to get the area. So let this be x. We can get this missing side using Pythagoras theorem. This is a right angle. Using Pythagoras theorem, we know that c squared is a squared plus b squared. The shaded part has given us a triangle. The hypotenuse, the longer side is c, which is 20 square, equal to one of the side is 12 square. The other side we don't know. X is what we are looking for. Move 12 square to the other side, so we have 20 square minus 12 square, we'll have x square. 20 square, that's 20 times 20 is 400, minus 12 square, 12 times 12 is 144. This will give us x square. So x square is equal to 400 minus 144. It will give us 256. To get the value of x, take the square root of both sides. This square breaks this square root. X is equal to square root of 256 is 16 because 16 times 16 is 256. So I know that this side is 16. Now I can be able to calculate the area. All right. So the area will simply be 16 centimeters, one of the side, times 12 centimeters. Take note of this. All right, 16 times 12. 2 times 6 is 12. 2, 1. 2 times 1, 2 plus 1, 3. 1 times 6 is 6. 1 times 1 is 1. So that's 192. 192 centimeters squared. This will be your answer. That's 291 cm squared. All right, just practice this as much as you can. Let's take question 52. Calculate the perimeter of this rectangle. The formula for calculating perimeter P is 2 brackets length plus breadth. Perimeter is 2 brackets. The length here is 4 centimeters plus the breadth, which is 2 centimeters here. Perimeter P is 2 brackets. 4 plus 2 is 6. Perimeter 2 times 6 is 12 centimeters, which is option C. Question 53. Find the volume of a cylinder whose height is 21 centimeters and base diameter is 12 centimeters. The formula for calculating volume of a cylinder is pi r square h. So volume is pi, which is 22 over 7, times radius. Diameter is 12. Radius is half of a diameter. So that's half of 12 is 6. 6 square, that's 6 square, times the height, which is 21. 7 here 1, 7 into 21 is what? 3. So volume is 22 times 6 square is 6 times 6, which is 36 times 3. Volume is equal to, so multiply 22 times 36 times 3. Is going to give us 2,376 centimeter cube, which is option E. All right, let's go straight to question 54. Question 54 says, if the area of a triangle is 56 centimeters squared and its height is 7 centimeters, find the length of its base. Area of a triangle is half base times height or base times height. Divide by 2. Area is 56 centimeters squared. The base, we don't know, but we know the height is 7 centimeters over 2. Find the base. Okay, let's cross multiply. Base times 7, that's 7b equal to 56 times 2. To get the value of the base, you divide both sides by 7. Divide this side by 7. 7 here 1, 7 here 1, 7 here 1, 7 into 56, 8. So the base is simply 8 times 2, which is 16 centimeters. The right option is E. Question 55. Calculate the area of a kite whose diagonals are 20 centimeters and 15 centimeters long. The formula for calculating area of a kite is simply 1 over 2 times d1 times d2. d1 diagonal 1 times diagonal 2. So the area equal to 1 over 2 times d1, 20 centimeters times 15 centimeters. 2 here 1, 2 into 20 is 10. 10 times 15, 150 centimeter squared. Question 56 says, A trapezium has two parallel sides of length 6 centimeters and 12 centimeters. If the area is 36 centimeters square, find the distance between the parallel sides. A 3 centimeters, B 4 centimeters, C 5 centimeters, D 6 centimeters, E 7 centimeters. All right, let's start with the trapezium. The formula for calculating area of a trapezium, 56. A is bracket A plus B close bracket H divided by 2. Area is thus sum of parallel sides. They are 6 and 12. So we have 6 plus 12. What's the height? As per side, if the area is, you find the distance between the parallel side. So that's what you are looking for. The height, we don't know, divide by 2. So we are going to replace this area since it has been given in the question as 36 centimeters square. You have 36 here. Is that okay? So we have, let this be over 1, cross multiply. 6 plus 12, this is 18h equal to 36 times 2. To get h, divide both sides by 18. So 18 cancel 18. If you divide both sides by 18, h is equal to 18 here 1. 18 into 36 is 2. 2 times 2 is 4 centimeters. So the right option is B. Question number 57. A scale drawing of a football field whose actual length is 96 meters has a length of 16 centimeters. What is the scale of the drawing? Let's solve. From the question, we know that 96 meters, football field whose actual length is 96 meters has a length of 16 cm, all right? So what's the scale of the drawing? So that's just 96 divided by 16, which is 6. That means 1 centimeters represents what? 6 meters. The right answer is option B. Let's take question 58. Question 58 says, calculate the radius of a circle whose circumference is 88 centimeters. Take pi as 22/7. Circumference of a circle is 2 pi radius. Circumference has been given as 88 centimeters equal to 2 times pi, which is 22/7, times the radius. That's what you are looking for. So 88 centimeters is equal to 2 times 22, 44r/7. What do you do? Cross multiply. Let me clean this side to create space. Let's cross multiply. 44r is equal to 88 times 7. To get the radius, you divide both sides by 44. So 44 here 1, 44 here 1, 44 here 1, 44 here 2. Radius is equal to 2 times 7, 14 centimeters, which is option E. All right, you're almost done with paper 1, just quantitative reasoning, which is questions 59 and 60. So I want you to take both of them as homework from me to you. So use the sample below to answer questions 59 and 60. Try both questions, drop your answers in my comment section. If you need any help, I'm going to handle that, okay? So in my next lesson, we'll be looking at mathematics paper 2, and we'll start from the very first question there. So see you in the next class. Bye.